Today we're going to be talking about Achilles tendinopathy, what to look out for, and how to manage it.
Achilles tendinopathy is a common injury where you get inflammation of the tendon sheet in the calf region. So James is going to show us exactly where that kind of area can occur. So what happens is when you do a lot of running, the repetitive movement can cause repetitive strain, and that can flare up the tendon. So what we want to try and do is manage that today. So how we're going to do this is we're going to find a wall. So we're going to go over to the wall, place both hands on the wall, and then we're going to start off with an isometric hold. So you're going to hold, and you're going to hold this for up to about 20 seconds, and then you're going to lower this back down. That's phase one of the movement. Phase two is progression. We're going to push up onto the left, we're going to take the load, and we're going to slowly lower down on both. Perfect. So we're going to push up onto the left, we're going to take the load on both, and we're going to slowly lower back down. Good. One last one for me. I'm going to push up to the left, take the load on both, and slowly lower back down. Phase three of this movement is where we now are starting to put more emphasis through the Achilles tendon, and we'd only progress to this stage once we feel that our pain is not increasing, and we're working off a capacity of about 2 out of 10 to 3 out of 10 pain. So the next phase of the movement, we're going to push up onto both, and we're going to slowly lower down on both. Okay? We're going to push up onto both, and we're going to slowly lower down on both. So we're now working on the concentric. One more time there for me. Push up on both, slowly lower down on both. And we'll be looking to do about 15 repetitions of this, taking a short break, repeating that 3 times, and aiming to target these exercises at least twice a day. Next phase of the movement is going to increase more load through that side. So we're going to push up, and then we're going to lower down just on that right side. Perfect. We're going to push up, and we're going to lower down on that right side. And we're going to push up, and we're going to lower down on that right side. Now, hitting the next phase, we're going to push up onto the right, and we're going to lower down on the right. Perfect. We're going to push up onto the right, and we're going to lower down on the right. And we're going to push up onto the right, and we're going to lower down on the right. In order to progress this further, you will look to get a bit more of an overstretch, and you can achieve this by using a step, pushing up to the very top, and as you take it down, you're going past that point of neutral, and so there's essentially a little bit more stretch or overload of that tendon. And again, you can start off with double, and then you can progress at this point to a single leg upwards phase with a pause, and slowly back down, going past that neutral and back up. In order to spice it up a little bit more, what we'll do is we'll do a single leg hop, and this should look to reproduce or generate more force through the tendon, similar to what you'd expect if you were out fell running or running uphill at a fast pace.
Another way we could mimic the movement of running, particularly in the downhill or downwards phase, would be to stand up on a step and then slowly look to hop down, leading with the affected limb.